Hello everyone and welcome to yet another episode of the Petrolhead Show, and today we bring to you the 2017 Toyota Vellfire, and you're going to see that this car has a lot of luxury in it, and this is a luxury van. It is designed to carry very important people, and it is also used in the Asian market to carry very important people. Stay tuned and keep it locked as we dive into the 2017 Toyota Vellfire. The Toyota Vellfire started in 2008 as a stylish, more aggressive version of the chauffeured minivan. It was designed for people who wanted both luxury and a bold look. Though first made for the Japanese market, the Vellfire quickly became known for its roomy interior and high-tech features. And by the time the 2017 model came out, it had grown into a symbol of comfort, with the higher variants coming with the leather seats, dual sunroof, and even a hybrid engine for better fuel efficiency. The Vellfire had become popular worldwide, loved by families and those who wanted to travel in comfort and style. We are going to start by looking at the design of the Toyota Vellfire, the 2017 variant. And guys, I want to give you one tip that you must ensure you know if you're looking at such cars. If you look at the logo of the car and you see that the logo has kind of a blue touch in it, it will tell you that this is a hybrid car. And yes, this is a hybrid variant of the Toyota Vellfire. And when you look at the design, it looks kind of boxy. You know, it is so boxy in such a way that some people don't like the design. But as for me, it serves the part because we will see inside that it has a lot of space, and it also has 3 rows of seats. That way you can carry people and goods efficiently. And so when we start by looking at the headlights, as usual, we see that this car has 2 sets of headlamps right here. The upper part is used for illumination, and the second part is used for indicating and other purposes. This car has very bright lights at night. And down here we also have the indicators, and when you go down we find the fog lamps that help you to get good visibility as you're driving inside the fog. When you look at the design of the Vellfire and the chauffeured, you will know that they are sister cars in that they are built on the same platform. It's just like the Toyota Allion and the Toyota Premio. They are built on different manufacturing stations of Toyota. One you will find is being built in Toyopet, and another one may be in Toyotsu. As you are exploring the front of this car, you find that there are chrome touches, and this is not kind of a silvery chrome. It is some kind of chrome that has been blacked in some way, so it is not shouting. So let's dive into the engine of the Toyota Vellfire, the 2017 variant. The 2017 Toyota Vellfire came with 2 engine options. The first was a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder engine, which came with an optional hybrid system, and it produced a combined 150 horsepower and 206 Newton meters of torque. This hybrid variant was designed for better fuel efficiency, managing around 18.4 kilometers per litre, making it a great option for both highway driving and city cruising. The other option was the 3.5-litre V6 engine, which offered more power, delivering 276 horsepower and 340 Newton meters of torque. And both engines aim to provide a balance of smooth performance, comfort, and the hybrid model stood out for its impressive fuel economy. This variant of the Toyota Vellfire is the E4 hybrid variant. That means that it has a 4-wheel drive configuration and the hybrid motor has motor at the rear wheels. That means that this car will give you excellent torque when you launch it. The 3.5 liter engine of the Alphard or Vellfire is very thirsty, guys. So if you know you can afford fuel, guys, if you know you can afford fuel, you can go and get the 3.5 liter variant. So Toyotas are known for reliability and they are known for developing perfect engines that can run even for 1,000,000 miles. And this car has an eCVT transmission that drives the engine of this car. So with that being said, guys, let's go and look at the side profile of this huge machine. I want to acknowledge that this car has been brought to you courtesy of Impact Motors in Kiambu Road. So if you want to purchase this car or even have a look at it and even test drive it, come specifically to Impact Motors in Kiambu Road or call the number below on your screen. So the side profile of this car, if you look at it, it's very long. This car is 3 meters long, guys. 3 meters long. Just imagine what is inside. We will explore that in just a bit. And as I start from the front here, there is this mirror to aid onto the visibility of this car. So it will give you the visibility there and like that. And as we move like that, we are greeted with 17 inches alloy wheels right there. And the rims are really nice, just to emphasize that this is a Vellfire. And there is also this hybrid badge, and it will help you know that this is a hybrid variant of the Toyota Vellfire. And the Toyota has a technology called the Toyota Synergy Drive for their hybrid systems. And we also have this kind of window right here that helps with the visibility as you're seated in the driver's seat. This is a monster of a machine, and as you're driving it, you will need the best vision possible as you're driving it. That way you don't knock other motorists. And this car also comes with keyless entry. The keys in my pocket, and if I just hold like that, the car unlocks and I can unlock the door and I can get very good entry into the car. So with that being said, as we move to this door, this back door also opens, and it opens in a interesting manner. It slides like that, so it's automatic. If I open it, it just slides like that, and we have a big space right there. That way you can load people or goods comfortably. And you see, guys, even your children, as they're getting into that car, they will get inside comfortably. So as we move like this, there is this glass that just emphasizes on the luxuriness and the design of the Toyota Vellfire. Let's dive into the boot of the Toyota Vellfire. The 2017 Toyota Vellfire offered a versatile and spacious boot, especially designed for family trips or luxury transport. And with all 3 rows of seats in use, the boot space was around 190 liters, which is enough for small luggage or shopping. However, when the 3rd row seats were folded up, the space increased significantly to about 810 liters, making it ideal for larger items or more baggage. The Vellfire's flexible seating allowed for a practical balance between passenger comfort and cargo needs. Let me demonstrate to you something. If you're not carrying passengers behind here, you can just hold this lever and it will fold this seat, and you can do this and the seat will fold. So you use this latch to latch it inside there, and it will give you quite a big amount of space. And you also have some sockets right here to charge your appliances that can fit right there. And another thing is that this seat can also slide forward and backwards like that. So you hold this part and slide it forwards or backwards. And one thing that I need to tell you guys is that down here there is a white marking at the floor, and you must, if you want to fold your seats up, you must ensure that that white marking and the white marking on the seat is aligned. That way the seat can fold up. There is so much going on with this car. I know we can't cover all of them, and I will try to cover as much as possible. So guys, let's dive into the interesting part, the interior of the Toyota Vellfire. Guys, the interior of the Toyota Vellfire is just something else. And I like the fact that the dashboard design is kind of a long design like that. And you know, it is a really good design. And that gets me to think about the safety of the 2017 Toyota Vellfire. If you look at the distance of the hood and where the driver is sitting, that means that if you get into a head-on collision or into just a collision that involves the front area of the Toyota Vellfire, the crash distance is very long. That way your chances of surviving is high. And so as I'm seated on this seat, hey, it feels very luxurious. This car is passenger centric. That means it is made to suit the passenger, but also the driver has a really good, you know, feeling as I'm seated here. And let me show you one thing that is good about this car. You can open the armrest like that, and you can also open it in this other direction. So that's a really good design that we can't leave out. And the steering also has you know, functionalities that you can turn on. You can turn up the volume or turn it down with just the steering wheel over here. You can also use the buttons right here. And this car, being a 2017 variant, Toyota really tried to push their boundaries. Look at this thing, guys. You also have a Toyota ashtray right here that you can open, and you can also put it aside and use this part as a cup holder if you have another cup. So, and this car being a hybrid, guys, I can turn it on for you, and you know, just like that, the car is on. And if the battery is fully charged, the engine will not even sound. Right now the engine is sounding. And when you look at the cluster right here, it looks kind of different from the cars that do not have an electric motor. So on the left side we have the power meter, not the RPM gauge. It's called the power meter. And now the right side of the power meter, we have the speedometer that goes up to 180. And today we have some fuel right there. So guys, these seats are called captain seats. I know most of you don't know their names. These ones are called captain seats. Why are they called captain seats? Because they are individual. You see, there is a space right here to access the back seats, and so there is an individual seat and an individual seat on this other side. And one thing that I like about these seats is that I have double armrests. That way, if I'm being carried, I have that kind of business class feeling as I'm carried in this car, guys. And look at the legroom that I have, guys. And another good thing is that I can retract the footrests down here. So if we are going to Mombasa or we are going to Namanga, yeah, I prefer being driven than driving this car. That way I can just rest my feet and recline the seats and just enjoy the road trip. Ooh, I feel like sleeping. Hey, and we also have an alpine screen up here. That way, if you're with your boys and you're going, and there is, you know, there is the road trip. There is the road trip rule, guys. there is the road trip rule. There is always the driver, there is the navigator who shows the driver where to go, and there is now the other people who sit behind here just to enjoy, drink, watch. And so the other people who sit here, they also have a screen to enjoy themselves. And one thing is that we have climate control behind here. That way, the people who are enjoying themselves here can also set their individual ACs right here, and they will utilize these vents to cool themselves. Because this car is big, you can't say that the vents right there will reach the people behind here and also behind here. And there is also vents for the people behind there. We'll just look at that in a moment. We also have studying lights right here. That way you can actuate them if you want to sign things or study. And there is the ambient lighting right here, which can change colors from red, yellow, orange to what you want. And you know, hey, this car is really nice. So down here, I'm even struggling to reach there because of the enormous space that we have. We have bins right there to store what can fit there. We also have a place that you can put your glasses, and we have a charging port right there for your iPhone. So higher variants of the Toyota Vellfire come with an HDMI port here that can connect to the screen up there, and guys, you will have an amazing experience. But this car also gives you that kind of VIP experience. Imagine traveling with this car to Mombasa. I'm thinking of a business idea, buying like 20 of these and flying them to the Mombasa route. That way you put the fare just a bit expensive than the SGR, but less than a flight. Imagine going to Mombasa seated like this. Behind here, we have quite a big amount of legroom, and we also have a big amount of headroom. That is not the case when you get inside most 7 or 8 seaters. And this car, guys, was meant to carry people. This is the perfect family car, guys. If you're looking for a family car, this can comfortably carry 8 or 7 people comfortably without being squeezed. Imagine me being 6 foot tall, and that's the legroom that I get inside this car. We even have climate control for the third row seats. We even have cup holders, 2 sets of cup holders for the third row seats. And one thing is that I can even recline my seats further, and I'm in the third row seats, guys. What else do you want from a car? This car is the perfect example for the road trip car. If you're looking for a car and you can't afford the Mercedes-Benz V-Class as a road trip car, you can get these Toyota Vellfire for just around 5 million Kenyan shillings, guys, and you will be catered for. You know, there are those cars that are very sporty and very nice, but when it comes to practicality, they are not very practical. So this one is a very practical car. You can always upgrade the wheels. You can always upgrade the suspension to lift it even higher in terms of ground clearance as you are approaching very difficult terrains. And this car, guys, out of 5, I can give it a solid 4 out of 5, guys, because of its practicality. If you have your family, guys, you can consider this car. And with all that we have seen, this is not the top spec variant of the Toyota Vellfire. You get ones that even have 2 sets of sunroofs. And if you want to purchase this car, come to Impact Motors, specifically to Impact Motors, guys, and you will talk to Anthony, and Anthony will give you a very good deal for this car. And if you can't come to Impact Motors, call the number down below on your screen, and we'll come next week with a very good review. Keep it locked and stay tuned, and may horsepower be with you.